my needs are met. Tell them all of my bills are paid. And tell them I got more than enough. The reason why I had you to say that is because the Bible declares you shall have what you say. And the reason some people don't have anything is because they don't say anything. Dr. David, just tell them, say it. Baby, you got power in your mouth. Both death and life are in the power of the tongue. And you got to learn how to open your mouth and declare what you want to see. I need you to tell your neighbor one more time, all of my bills are paid. Come on, tell them all of my needs are met. And I got more than enough. I'm going to wrap up in just a minute. But the Bible says that every one of the empty vessels has been filled. But it calls for the next vessel. The son says, Mama, every one of those vessels is filled. Listen, she had shut the door. They were in the house with all those empty vessels. Now every vessel is filled. And now notice what she does. And here's where we're going to do our application tonight. The Bible says when all the vessels were filled, then the oil stayed. In other words, God is not through until he's through. That's a word right there. Dr. David said God is not through until he's through. It may look to you like I'm going to run out. It may look to you like I'm not going to have enough. It may look to you like I'm not going to get there. It may look to you like the devil's going to win. But God is not through until he's through. He's not just the author, but he's the finisher of our faith. God doesn't start anything that he cannot finish. You need to know that God's going to be here until you get to the finish. The Bible said he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You got to hang in there. You got to hold on, and you got to hold out. Don't you dare lose your faith, and don't you dare give up. I know quitting may look good, but tell your neighbor you got to hang on in there. This girl stayed there and kept pouring until every empty vessel was filled. Notice this. She's got a house full of vessels of oil. And now she goes to the prophet. She says, man of God, I did what you told me to do. Oh God, this has great spiritual significance. She went back to the prophet who spoke the blessing into her life the first time. And sometimes we gotta have it. Yes, God uses one preacher to help you get blessed, and you run and bless another preacher with the blessing. Something wrong with that. If you understand the law of reciprocity, come on, talk to me. As long as the earth remains, it shall be seed time and harvest. God says, be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. If I sowed the word into you, if I sow the spiritual directive into you, when your harvest comes, when your ship comes in, oh God, help me here. Tell somebody my ship is about to come in. Oh God, help me. Some of y'all on the verge of a major haul, and you got something major coming in. And when the preacher speaks into your life, when the preacher gives you a directive, and you wind up with a mega blessing, don't run down the street to the other preacher. Don't run up the street to the mega church. The same preacher that's spoken into your life is the preacher you're obligated to bless in. Notice what she did. She went back to the prophet and said, brother prophet, I did what you told me to do. All the vessels in my house are filled. Here's where I want to end up tonight. He gives her another directive. And you know what? She was happy to do what he said. Because what he said the first time worked. I must tell you that every now and then there's a preacher or a prophet who will hit and miss. But let me tell you something. When you get your spiritual ear to the mouth of God, you'll be dead on every time. I want to make sure when I give you a word that I've heard God precisely. I want to know when I give you a directive that I'm telling you what thus saith the Lord. I want to know when I release a word in the house that word is the same word that God released to me. Now notice what he does. He gives her 3 directives, and I'm done tonight. Number 1, he says, all right, white woman, you got a house full of vessels of oil. The first thing I want you to do, this is verse number 7. The first thing I want you to do is go and sell the oil. Look at your neighbor and say, sell the oil. Some of y'all don't get it. When he told that woman to go and sell the oil, he was putting her in what I call the oil business. No, not black oil.